You are probably wondering, how long does a kitchen remodel project take? We hear that a lot from clients. And one of the things I typically try to encourage people to think through is all of the steps that are in the process leading up to a project, because people tend to focus more on how long you're going to be in my house. So for this little exercise, I thought we would first identify what a typical remodel project is for us as far as a kitchen remodel project. A typical one would be a home that is 20 to 30 years old, 2,500 to 4,000 square feet, and a kitchen remodel generally for us will be pretty much the entire space. We work on homes that are bigger and older. We work on some that are smaller as well, but this tends to be the lion's share of the projects that we do. But I encourage people to think through the design process, the selections of materials, lining the materials up and getting those ordered, and then the actual remodel project. We start out with the design and selections of materials. So depending on how flexible somebody's schedule is and how good of a decision maker they are, that process I usually tell people typically run about 4 to 6 weeks to get that nailed down. That's the timeline from when somebody makes a phone call to us or comes in our showroom to actually through to contract. The second step would be the material portion. We're big believers on ordering almost all of our materials into our warehouse here. That way we understand that we have all of our materials ready to go for the project and we're not missing something. And then the third one would actually be the remodel project in your home. And a typical project, that capacity would be about 3 to 4 weeks for a project like that. So when somebody starts talking about how long that entire process takes, I usually indicate that that's going to typically run them from about 4 to 5 months from the start of that phone call all the way through to completion of that project. And schedules are really, really important to us. We provide our clients with an anticipated start date as well as a completion date. And of our projects in 2020, we hit almost just shy of 90% of those projects hitting that completion date. So we're pretty proud of that record. So hopefully that gets you some insight into how long a typical kitchen remodel will take.